Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, welcome to your weekly forecast for July 1st through 7th. I am a day late, but that's okay because there isn't much going on July 1st through the 3rd. It's pretty quiet, but then the rest of the week is pretty big. So I highly encourage you to watch the collective forecast. I'll link it right here. But to give you a quick overview, July 4th is a big day. We have Venus and Uranus coming together at the final degree, 29th degree in Taurus. And then Venus right after that will enter Gemini. And then Neptune will be stationing retrograde. All that is happening on July 4th. And then July 6th, Venus will be making a sextile to Neptune and Saturn in Aries. And then July 7th is another very big day. We have Uranus entering Gemini for a big collective shift happening, as well as a personal shift. And then Venus and Gemini will also be trining Pluto in Aquarius. So Venus is having a big week, a lot of action for Venus this week, and for Gemini. So those are where your chart is going to be kind of lit up. And so let's go ahead and get into it. So the themes for you this week are going to be social shifts, karmic release, and visionary goals. Okay, so the theme of social shifts is occurring because this Venus-Uranus conjunction is happening in your 11th house of friendships, groups we belong to, and long-term dreams. So there could be a sudden change in your social circle of friends. A flash of insight about your soul purpose could arise. This is also the house of the gains that we get from, this is like a financial house, the house of gains that we get from the work that we do. So there could be some shocking or sudden bonus or something like that coming in as well. It could just be having a bunch of something sudden, either sudden shakeups or breakups in friendships or groups that you belong to, or sudden insights about them, something like that happening, or like I said, a bonus or something like that. And then when Venus moves into your 12th house of like hidden, this is the realm of our subconscious and hidden desires and self-sabotaging behaviors and things like that. But this might light up secret beauty. You know, you might find new things beautiful, or hidden desires might start coming to the surface. And this would be a great time to, all of July, Venus will be here all of July, but so this would be a great week and a great month to kind of retreat. When things are in our 12th house, we kind of want to take a step back from the world. So you might want some space from your friendships or something like that. It's a good time to retreat, create, get into your own creative mode, and deepen your spiritual practices, and maybe, you know, focus on yourself, but focus on the things that you value in your relationships and in, you know, money matters. You may be feeling over this month with Venus here to kind of want to retreat and just be a little bit more in your own energy. And find your own beauty. And with Neptune stationing retrograde in your 10th house, this kind of asks you to reassess your hopes and dreams around your career and public life. And if you've been kind of seeing things with like rose-colored glasses, or you've had these, if you've been too idealistic about something in regards to your career, this may be an opportunity for that to become more clear, and to see where maybe you've been too idealistic about things. And then, you know, Venus in the 12th house can kind of support that. And then Venus, you know, will be also making a sextile to that Neptune retrograde and Saturn So I feel like there's this energy of like a spiritual realignment with regards to your work and what you do for work, and maybe building a new foundation with Saturn there, or perhaps putting up boundaries that have not been there before that need to be. So that is a really beautiful energy. And then when Venus trines Pluto in your 8th house, both of these houses are very internal world houses, the 8th house and the 12th house. And Pluto is about transformation, right? So is the 8th house. So I feel like this is really kind of asking you to evaluate, to really go deep into, anything hidden that, and they're both very financial houses. 8th house is shared resources, or financially related. 8th house is shared resources. Venus in the 12th is our money and perhaps our self-limiting beliefs there. Self-sabotaging things might be coming up as Venus is there. So I feel like this is the start to, this is a supportive energy with the trine, but I feel like it's a good time to do some shadow work around intimacy. 8th house is intimacy. Pluto is also intimacy, being able to go into the depths of ourself. In order to make to have transformation take place, we have to really dive deep into ourselves. So this could be a great time for deepening intimacy, for really deepening intimacy, either with yourself or with others, right? Like if there's a part of yourself that you've been afraid to go, this is a very supportive energy to go ahead and go there and just get it dealt with, right? Like shine light on whatever it is that you're afraid to shine light on regarding love, money, intimacy, anything like that. Like really shine a light on it, give it compassion, give it love, give it some healing so that it can be healed, and that you can let go of any of those patterns that are holding you back, and realize that most of what's holding you back is just the limitations that you're placing on yourself in your own mind. So don't be afraid to go there. The energy is supportive of that. So now we're going to pull a card for you guys. Okay, I'm using my Lightseers Tarot deck. If you want to purchase, I will try to remember to put a link in the description below. I do love this deck. So the question I'm asking this week is, with all this Uranus energy going on, which is unpredictable, right? Uranus is very unpredictable. So the question I'm asking is, how can people like ground in their energy this week? How can that nervous tension, that nervous energy, that anxiety, because Uranus rules our nervous system as well. So how can we really ground in this week and not let the unexpected shifts or just this increased electrical energy going through us, how can we ground that in and not get carried away by it this week? Okay. So the 5 of Wands came out, and this came out for Aries or Taurus, I believe, as well. So this is kind of about, this kind of makes sense because the Venus-Uranus spark is happening in your 11th house of friendships, right? And there is conflict in this card. So there could be something, shocking or something like that. You could find that friendships that you thought were one way maybe aren't, or something like that. Like you're might find that you're having to not be a part of a certain group that you've been a part of, or ending some friendships that have been there for a long time, or put some boundaries up around them or something, and people might not feel great about that, right? Or it could be happening to you too, right? Somebody may be cutting you out or something like that. There might be, but this indicates there might be some type of conflict, but rather than have that be so shocking or something like that, kind of use that energy to ground in, to like reaffirm probably what you've been feeling already. So like to ground into that energy and to have that energy of discourse or whatever just make you more resolved to move in whatever way you are being called to move with this energy. And to also just remember to have boundaries, right? Like you have your goals and your dreams and your desires, and to not let people get in the way of that. So to ground in by, and then Venus is going into your 12th house of wanting solitude, right? So maybe this is indicating that as well, to really ground into yourself and take that time, take that time alone, take that time to just focus on you and your goals and what you're reaching for, and drown out all the naysayers, drown out all the other voices that might be thinking you're crazy for going for whatever passion you want. Or, like with Neptune going retrograde in your 12th house or 10th house, maybe there's you're becoming clear about a new career path that you want or something like that, but people don't understand it. Well, Venus in your 12th house is saying, shut all them out, just go into yourself and follow your own desires. So to really ground into that, to use any discourse, that's showing up as a grounding, like, totem, right? Like, instead of getting frustrated with it, look at it as a confirmation message, right? So that is the message that I'm getting for you for that. Let me know in the comments below how that resonates for you. So the week of July is really kicking off some serious big shifts, and if you're feeling it, you are not alone. I've got a few offers to help you move through it. One is, first of all, just if you're somebody who, feels like you're not sure whether you should listen to your sun, moon, or rising, and, you feel like you should resonate with one more than the other, but you don't and don't understand why, I do have a quick offer in the link in the description below, just to take a quick look at your chart, at specifically your ascendant, sun, and moon, and to kind of tell you which you might get the most benefit out of listening to these, forecasts, and why. So that you can check that. I also, if you want to book like a 30-minute session just to see how this particular energy is hitting your chart, where it's activating you, if it's activating any of your planets, like if you're really feeling it right now and just want some clarity on how it is activating you personally, I also have that. I am also excited to announce that I do, this is my 3rd month doing a Tarot for Growth challenge. So I post over in my community tab a daily tarot question designed to kind of guide us into that shadow work, guide us back to ourselves. Great for journaling, things like that, self-reflection. And this month I have crafted the questions beautifully to align with the astrology, and I'm really excited about it. So if you'd like to join me over in the community tab, I would love to see you and see your participation there. I do occasionally post collective polls for those, but I don't get to it every day. And then if you want to have the full month's worth of questions all at once, I do have a calendar PDF that you can download. The link is in the descriptions below, and you can work through it at your own pace. And then I also, if you haven't seen my summer solstice and Cancer season kickoff astrology video talking about the summer solstice energy and how that is the overall energetic blueprint for the entire summer season. You should watch that. I have a lot of offers that go with that. A free journaling page, a 29-page workbook, really helping you align with the energy of the season, a couple different astrology and tarot packages to go with that. And then even though the Men's Mental Health Month of June is over, I am still extending the Men's Mental Health bundle of offers that I created through July, if not throughout the entire year. But I still want to highlight them because I think our men often get overlooked. They are expected to carry so much, and if they, express their emotion, society views that, in some sort of way, a bad way or something like that. And I think they are just not witnessed enough. And so this is my offer to basically witness them and to look at their chart and see help them discover how what their emotional landscape is, and how they can best move through their emotions in a healthy way. Forget what society says. What does your natal chart say? What does your energetic blueprint say? And to help kind of guide them to see that. So I've got several different offers, and then one of the add-ons as well is an add-on for the support partner of men. So a spouse support, significant other package based on the man's astrology, how their partner can best support them when they're really going through it, when they're going through a tough time, kind of like a how-to guide, right? Like this is what your man needs from you when he's really going through it. So if that's something that, if you're a man watching this, if that's something that you're interested in, or if you have a man that you feel like could utilize this, or you want to understand him better, check the links in the descriptions below. So if anything in this video has resonated, drop a comment and let me know your rising sign, or just what part of the week you're looking forward to or nervous about, or any of those things. I love hearing from you, and thanks for watching. If you're new here, thanks for watching. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. And just remember that this week is happening to you, or happening for you, not to you. And you've got this. And until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and keep listening to your inner compass. Talk to you later. Mwah.